Hello all, welcome to oratrainings.com. In this Oracle database programming session, we'll discuss about group functions in SQL. Group functions are also called as multi-row function. Let us get into the objective of this particular session. In this particular session, we should be able to identify how do we write a group by clause, how do we filter the group of data, and how do we order the data also. So what are group functions and how does the group by syntax looks like? So here if you observe the total syntax of a valid SQL query, here if you observe, select is the first clause which we generally write it. After that, we'll be writing a from clause. Select and from clause are mandatory whenever you write any valid SQL query. After that, here if you observe, we have the remaining clauses like a where, group by, having, order by. These remaining four clauses are not mandatory, but we'll be writing them based on the requirement. And one can exist without nothing but like you can write where without having group by. You can write order by without having where, like that. Okay. So now here if you observe here if you observe like in the group by, what we have to mention is we have to mention a column, and in the select clause here if you observe we can mention a group function. That is what we want to discuss today. Now let us get into the next slide. So the different types of group function which are available in SQL are these things. These are some of them, like average, count, max, minimum, standard deviation, sum, as well as variance. So let us see few examples like before getting further. So let us go to our SQL developer. I'll just start with my EMP table again. So here if you observe, I have EMP record. I just executed the query. We got 14 rows. Now what I want to do is I just want to find out. I just want to find out how many rows are available in this EMP table. So what I can do, I can just make use of a group function called count of star from EMP. So now what will happen is in the count, either you can mention a column name or you can just mention asterisk. So here if you observe, I can mention EMP number. Still I'll get the same data. So count performs the number of records in a particular table. Okay. Now let us say I want to calculate the number of employees in a particular department. So here if you observe, this is my employee data. Now I have a column called department number. So employee always belongs to a specific department, but there are employees exist without having department also. Now what I want to do is I want to find out how many employees are there in each particular department. I just want to find out how many employees there are there in each department. So in the output, I just want department number followed by, let us say, I'll just write this first. So now it is printing department number, but what I want to do is I want to find out the number of employees in each department number. So if I write like this, what will happen? It is simply just repeating all the data, right? I'm not able to find out how many employees there are there in department 10, how many are there in 30, how many are there in 20. I could not make it out. So to validate or to get that information, what we have to do, we have to group the data. Now when you execute this particular query, let us say if you execute the line number 2 query, what is happening is you have a single group. You have a single group and they are group, they like what is happening is each record is having an individual group. Each record is having an individual group. So they are not group, they are having its own individual record group. But now what we want to do is we want to count the number of employees in each particular department number. Nothing but I have to group the data based on the department number. So what I have to do is, so here if you observe, I'll just mention from department number, from EMP, group by department number. Why I'm mentioning department number? Because I have 14 records and I want to find out, I want to group the data based on the department number. So in these 14 employees, I will group the data based on the department number, and after that I'll perform the count functionality on that. So now what is happening is this count is getting calculated four times. This count is calculating getting four times, not one time. As per the query which is at the line number 4, the count was getting operated only one time, but at line number 6 the count was getting operated four times. Because how many groups you are getting when you are executing the group by clause? Here I'm getting four. I'm getting a four records. On these four records this count is getting operated. So here if you observe, like for department number 30 I'm getting 5, for null I'm getting 2, similarly for 20 I'm getting 4, like this, right? So this is how we can apply a group function to get the group data functionality. Now let us say, I'll write one more thing. Assume that we want to find out the number of employees in each particular job, right? Like what I can do, same thing, select job count of star from EMP. Let us execute, see what will happen now. What it is telling? It is telling not a single group by function. The basic reason is if you just mention count of star without mentioning column name, it will work. In the select clause, let us say if I don't mention job and if I try to execute, it will work. But why it is not giving? Why it is not working when I mention job? The reason is in the select clause, when you mention a group function without having any other column, it will work by default even when you don't mention group by clause. But when you mention some column, and if you're trying to mention a group by when you mention a group function, then you require a group by clause. The basic reason is these particular function can apply only on the group of data. So now what will happen is when you don't mention group by clause, it doesn't understand on which group it has to get the data, because when you mention some other column, it doesn't know how many groups are there. If you don't mention any of the other column, what will happen is it will assume that you don't have group by clause. Okay, so it means that it is just a single group and the con will get applied on a single group. But when you mention a other column which is not a group, which is not a group function, what will happen is it says that you require a group by clause, then only it will work, because it doesn't know how to apply the con function on which group. That is the reason what I have to do. I have to mention group by job like this. So now I'll get a data like this. For each particular job, I'm getting the number of employees in each particular job. Okay. And similarly, you can find out the minimum, maximum, average, many things you can use it similarly. Okay. So there are a number of variations you can use it. Let us say if you want to find out the maximum salary in a particular department number, how do we do it? Or let us say, I'll try to do the easier one. Get the maximum salary, get the maximum salary. How do we do it? Select max of cell from EMP. Now we are getting maximum salary as 5,000. Let us say I want to find out the maximum salary in each particular department. I want to find out the maximum salary in each particular department. What I can do? Select department number, max of salary from EMP. Now I have to mention group by department number like this. So now what is happening? So the department in the department number 30, the maximum salary is 2850, and for 20 it is 3000. For 10 it is 5000. Okay. Now let us say find out which department is having the highest number of employees. Find out in which department is having the highest number of employees. So what we just want to find out which department is having the highest number of employees. I don't want to display all the employees. The first thing is what we can do. We can just perform select department number count of star from EMP. Okay. Group by department number. Now what it will give you? It will give you all the data, but we don't want to display all the data. We don't want to display all the data. Then what we require is we have to add up the order by clause also here. First of all, I will sort the data based on order by 2 descending. Now what I'll do is department number is the one which is having highest number of employees, but I don't want to I don't want to display the remaining 3 records. What I can do is I need to write a subquery for this. I'll just write like this: select star from where row num is equal to 1. So now it will display, it will just display the first record. So this is how I can write a subquery to get the top n rows. There are a number of variations you can write it, but this is one of the way where you can write a logic to get the top n rows. Okay. Now coming to the next one, how do we exclude the group data? So we know that like when you want to filter the rows, we generally apply where clause. But what is the need of having clause? Having clause nothing but, so here if you observe, having clause works on the group data. Nothing but when you perform having clause, it will try to filter the group data, not the direct set of records, but it will filter the group data. So let us see how it works. Let us see how it works. Now I'll just try to apply a having clause on another table. Let us say I'll use this table called per people F, which is a HRMS table of e-business suite, which will have generally the same employee information, but with a more number of columns. That's only different. So I'll just say first name, last name, nationality. Okay, so I have this data. Now what I want to do is I just want to display the employee details in which the number of employees are greater than 25. So what I want to do is I want to display only those employee details in which the number of employees are greater than 25. Nothing but in which means like here in the display the employee details in which in the country I mean to say in the country, or I can say nationality, in the nationality display the employee details in the nationality, or I can write like this. Sorry, let me write a different way. Now see this particular here, if you observe the column name nationality is nothing but a country name. I can say it's a country name. So display those employee details in which the number of employees in that country are 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 greater than 15. I don't want to display all the employees, but I just want to display only those employee details in which the number of employees are greater than 15. So here is a little bit tricky part, right? Because I just need to find out which particular country is having greater than 15, right? I need to find out that. So there are a number of ways you can do it. First of all, what I'll do is I'll just mention group by first name, last name, nationality. Okay. Then what I'll do is I'll mention count of star. But this may not be correct, right? This may not be a correct thing because it doesn't give a proper result because you're performing a group of first name and last name and then again a nationality. So this is not a proper one. To solve this one, to have an effective solution, first thing what you do is find out like this nationality, count of star, firm per people F, group by nationality, having count of star greater than 50. Now I just got these list of countries in which the number of employees are greater than 15. Then what I'll do is, I consider this particular query, and here in the second one I'll apply like this. I don't need any group by here. I'll just say where nationality in. So in this one I'll just write like this. And again, like when you're writing any logic in the programming, you always have n number of ways. Okay, this is one of the way I'm just trying to get the data, right? So now what I'm doing is, first of all, I'm getting all the country details, and then I'm passing the country details to the above query. That's it. This is how I can try to get all the employees in which the number of employees in a particular country are greater than 50. Okay, this is how you can apply a having clause. So here, if you observe in this example, what is happening, we are trying to fetch all the departments in which the maximum salary is greater than 1000. We just want to see all the departments in which the maximum salary is greater than 10,000. And here, if you observe, the having class works on the group data. That is why we generally mention the group function itself. Okay, and nesting of group functions, you can write a group function inside another group function also. So here in this example, what are we trying to do? First of all, we are getting the average salary for each particular department, and out of that we are trying to get the maximum of average salary. Okay, so in this lesson so far, what all we have learned, we have seen some of the examples of group function. We have seen how to apply group by clause as well as having clause. Thank you.